Hello students, welcome to this class of MA. I am Dr. S.S. Vedwan, Department of English, and today we'll talk about Walt Whitman, the great American bard, born on May 31st, 1819 and died March 26th, 1892. So let us start with Walt Whitman and let us talk about his works and his life. Walt Whitman, the great American poet, essayist, journalist, was born on 31st May 1819, as I told you, at West Hills on Long Island, USA. His mother, Lucia Van Velser, was Dutch, and his father, Walter Whitman, was of English descent. His father was a carpenter and a farmer who had great democratic beliefs. As a child, Whitman used to travel between Long Island and neighboring town of Brooklyn. Ultimately, the family moved to Brooklyn as the father went to Brooklyn for greater job opportunities. So, dear students, the phase in the life of Walt Whitman, which began in Long Island, it now takes a turn when the family moved to Brooklyn. The young Whitman, he used to watch nature and the fast growing city life of New York while crossing River East, taking a ferry ride. And as I would like to inform you that Brooklyn was one of the districts of New York. He went to several public schools for 5 years for his formal education, left school at the age of 11 and took a variety of jobs, apprenticed to a lawyer, got access to a variety of books while apprenticing to a lawyer. So from here onwards, he accessed a variety of books and his reading habits, they he took a plunge into reading habits, into books. He worked for a brief period with a doctor also, so gaining some kind of experience from the doctor. At 12, he worked with weekly newspapers, namely Long Island Patriot, the Long Islander, the New York Aurora, and the Brooklyn Evening Star. While working with these newspapers, he learned the printer's trade. And at the age of 27, he became the editor of Daily Eagle in 1846. So he had a variety of experience while working with a lawyer, working with a doctor, then working with the weekly newspapers. So he had a lot experience and he learned the trade of these uh, lawyers, doctors, and also learned the printer's trade. In 1848, Whitman traveled all over America. He studied great poets and writers like Homer, Goethe, Shakespeare, Robert Burns, Sir Walter Scott, to name a few. And he was greatly influenced by Emerson. And in one of his uh, interviews, he said that I was simmering. Emerson brought me to a boil. So highly impressed by, so highly influenced by Emerson. Whitman, he spent 36 years walking and observing New York City and Long Island. Of course, taking the ferry ride. By the spring of 1855, Whitman had enough poems in his new style for a thin volume, and this thin volume, it was The Leaves of Grass. Firstly, he was unable to find a publisher, so he sold a house and printed the first edition of Leaves of Grass at his own expense. No publisher's name and no author's name was appeared on the first edition in 1855. Leaves of Grass was greatly praised by R.W. Emerson, and In 1856, the second edition of Leaves of Grass appeared. This collection contained revisions of the poems of the first edition and a new one, the poem entitled Sundown Poem. Later, it was rechristened as Crossing Brooklyn Ferry. And this poem is a signature poem in the collection Leaves of Grass. Walt Whitman, as I told you, is primarily known for his Leaves of Grass, and during Whitman's lifetime it went through 9 editions. So you can see for yourself that it was highly revised, and Whitman during his lifetime he went on revising it 9 times. Greatly influenced by the Romantic movement, he was greatly influenced by the Romantic movement of the continent, Europe. Whitman believed that the duty of a poet is to express his personality in his poetic works. In Leaves of Grass, he addressed the citizens of the United States for generating a new spirit, to generate a new spirit, a new race nurtured in political liberty, and he possessed of united souls and bodies. The poetic eye of Leaves of Grass. It transcends time and space, binding the past with the present and intuiting the future. Some of the important works of Walt Whitman are Franklin Evans, 1842, The Half-Breed, A Tale of Western Frontier, 1846, Life and Adventures of Jack Angel. It was serialized in 1852. Leaves of Grass first appeared in 1855 and the first of the 7 editions through 1891. Manly Health and Training, 1858. Drum Taps, 1865. Democratic Vistas, 1871. Memoranda During the War, 1876. Specimen Days, 1882. And these important works, they are cited from Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia. Dear students, this is an introduction to the life and works of Walt Whitman, and I will share you in another video the poem Crossing Brooklyn Ferry. Thank you very much.